starting lineup, but instead he'll be trying to provide push off the bench. But a chance here in the early going. Montes with the stop, but it bangs back off of Juarez and in. So with the Negres on the sideline waiting to provide some offense, Mexico gets it done themselves.
What an onslaught offensively by the Mexican national team here in the second half. It finally comes into fruition. A little bit of weight being lifted off the Mexican national team side. And there he is, Efrain Juarez, celebrating with his teammates. Great run by Gio dos Santos. Juarez gets a foot on it, blocked, bounces back, bounces off of his left shoulder into the goal. But if you ask any of the Mexican fans, I'm sure they'll take it.
Does it come off the shoulders? Does it come off his ear? Great run by Dos Santos.
If anything, just to step up, just to get them out of their own half.
Nice fake by Guardado. Top of the box to Negres, tries to poke it free, gets there himself, and buries goal number 2.
Mexico continuing to push offensively. The Negres tries to slip the ball to dos Santos, ricochets off one of the El Salvador defenders, picks up his own rebound, finishes it like forwards know how to finish it, just gets it past the goalkeeper. He pokes to the sky, says thank you for the goal, thank you for giving us this 2-0 lead, and everyone who roots for La Tri can breathe a little bit easier. You see from the goalkeeper's perspective, nothing he could do. Just 2 unfortunate bounces for El Salvador in this half. One ricocheting off the shoulder of the first goal scorer. This one a little bit hopeful, but still forcing Montes for the acrobatical save, and they're not done yet.
And they have a third as this one trickles through Montes and in, and Chicharito is on the board. Goal number 3 for Mexico. It is an utter disaster for El Salvador. Absolute joy for El Tri.
We saw a little bit of this in the first game. The favorite team coming on strong, coming out in the second half, all guns a-blazing. And just like that, in about a 10-minute span, Mexico gets on the board 3 times. Here we see the cross, Chicharito heading it like you're supposed to, down and away. Nothing Montes can do. Goal number 3 for El Tri. And when we were talking about the scrap and the fight of El Salvador in the first half, it's going to be terribly difficult to come back from this.
Well, what Costa Rica did to Cuba threw a gauntlet down, and Mexico has just picked it up and whacked it across the face of El Salvador. And again, it was all second half. Got to try and get him to run some more, but you have to hold on to it first. Zelaya just surrenders the ball, blasted long with the left foot, dropping it in. Hernandez gets there, bounces it off the post and in. Chicharito with 2 in the second half. It's all Mexico.
The little P running over to his teammates, giving him a hug. Loving life right now. Second goal of the match. Great long ball, drops right in front of him. Doesn't get much easier for the Manchester United forward. Finishes. The route is on. 4-0. All 4 goals for Mexico here in the second half.
Didn't see as much celebration against Barcelona, but you can have your Messis, you can have your Cristiano Ronaldos. From a pure scoring standpoint, I don't know if there was a hotter player than Javier Hernandez. And especially, you knew the potential was there. You knew that this kid was going to be something special. I don't even know if Sir Alex Ferguson thought he was going to be that special that quick.
Just look at that last play. You would think he's offside as open as he was, but you watch the development of the play.
Final seconds, lifting it through, heading to himself, Hernandez, down he goes, and he will get the penalty. He might have been fishing, but he caught a whopper, and a red card on the push to boot. There was contact from Marvin Gonzalez. But was there enough? The assistant obviously seemed to think so. And Enrico Weingart, well, he doesn't hesitate. The chance for the hat trick from the spot.
Once again, Chicharito's speed just breezing past the defenders. Holds him up, then throws a little push. Absolutely a penalty kick.
Now some might say, well, why doesn't he keep his feet? I mean, you could arguably say it was just momentum, just balance as he's running all out. But it was a foul, it was contact. And too many times you'll see a player try and fight through that, keep his feet, the keeper swallows the ball and you get nothing. So, in my mind, until the referees start punishing fouls, even if you try and keep going, it's kind of hard to argue with, shall we say, a bit of elaboration.
Absolutely, and I couldn't help but notice it. You know, you're sprinting, you're running at full speed. Chicharito's trying to create that space to be able to finish a ball, and when you get a nudge or you get a push, it helps to take you to the ground. So in my mind, it's absolutely a penalty kick. The little P spotting up, trying to get his third goal in his Gold Cup debut.
Third straight goal. It was Juarez, it was Denigris, Hernandez, and now to try and avoid a 5-0 thrashing, Miguel Montes on his line, and 12 paces away, young Javier Hernandez. Chips it, goes over almost a Panenka as Montes goes coast to coast and dives past the ball in the process.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you've watched today from Chicharito is a true clinic. Finishing however he can. What a gorgeous penalty kick that he just took. Making the goalkeeper dive to his left, getting under the ball, and just completely baffling Montes to get his third goal of the match.
But also, watch how Montes lines up on this. He's leaning to the left, dives back to the right, and Hernandez doesn't care.
He just simply doesn't care. Too much class from the Manchester United strikers. 5-0 once again on this first match day here at Gold Cup. We saw it in the first game. We saw it right now. A tale of two halves. Mexico showing why they're a powerhouse in the CONCACAF region. Chicharito holding up the number 3, kissing the Mexican emblem on his shirt. Special day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all she wrote here. Mexico